I have a blanket because I'm sitting directly under the air conditioning and it's making me freezing. I'm stuck. So, as you can probably tell from these other two videos I have made, I'm slightly obsessed with the show Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I've always loved cosplaying, but I've never actually, like, gotten together a good cosplay for someone. Like, I've just sort of used materials that I've had in my closet or, like, some scrap material we have at home to make cosplays, but they weren't very good. But once my cousin Gracie finished watching Avatar, we decided that we were going to make some, like, actually good cosplays and, like, go take pictures and, like, wear them on Halloween and use them for all the things, and it would be really fun. And my cousin, her name is Gracie, her mom, she knows how to sew really well, and she always, like, helps make costumes for the plays at school. So she's gonna make, like, Gracie's entire costume, and of course it's going to look great because my aunt made it, because my aunt knows how to sew. But I do not have a mother who knows how to sew, so I am left to fend for myself. So I decided to document my lovely journey of attempting to make a cosplay by myself. So I have chosen to cosplay as the character Ty Lee, because she's just adorable and I don't know, I like her. And she's really into acrobatics and everything, and I have no acrobatic background in the slightest, but I have been dancing, like ballet and contemporary and all that stuff, for like 10 years, so does that count? Maybe? And I'm closest to her personality-wise of the females. Like, of the males, I'm Sokka, but of the females, I'm Ty Lee probably. And also her costume doesn't look ridiculously complicated like Azula's with her 5,000 armor pieces, so that's a plus. Oh, also, I am teaching myself how to do a handstand and cartwheels and all these things because if I'm gonna become Ty Lee, I'm gonna become Ty Lee. Oh, I'm also trying to get my splits because I've been dancing for like 10 years of my life and I still don't have my splits because I am a disgrace. Let us embark upon this journey to attempt to make a cosplay and probably fail horribly. Woo! So our journey began just a few days ago when I went shopping with Gracie. We weren't even shopping for cosplay things, we just like went to lunch at Chick-fil-A and then we went to this cool like antique mall place called the Sleepy Poet. And I wasn't expecting to find anything cosplay related because obviously we're going to an antique store, like what did I expect to find? But I found these shoes that looked exactly like the ones that Ty Lee wears, but the only problem was they were bright orange. But I bought them anyway. They were only $8 because I was like, well, I can either use a brown Sharpie and color them brown, or I can get some fabric dye, or I can like get some brown fabric and sew it over top and like reupholster the shoes. So after the Sleepy Poet, Gracie and I decided that it couldn't hurt to just pop into Goodwill, see if we can find like some cheap things that we could renovate into cosplay items. So we were just looking around and then I saw this pink sheet and it looked about the right color for like the main part of Ty Lee's outfit. So I got this sheet for only $3 and I was very happy about that. So then the next day I went back to Goodwill with Gracie and then with two other friends, Maggie and Abigail, and I went back to the fabric section. I didn't really expect there to be anything else because I had just been there yesterday, but surprise! So first of all, I found, well, I mean, this used to be a pillowcase, and the reason it's so destroyed right now is because I already used it to reupholster those shoes, because I tried it with a brown Sharpie, but it did not look good, so I got this pillowcase for only, it's like 79 cents, and reupholstered my shoes, and it was fabulous. So this is what the shoes look like reupholstered. Let me show you what they look like on feet, because it looks a lot better when they're actually like on my feet. See? Don't they look pretty good? And another nice thing, the soles are like really flexible, so I can like point and flex and point and flex and do ballet and handstands and woo. And then I also found this, I don't know if it's a sheet or a tablecloth, but it's something. And it was about the same color as another part of Ty Lee's costume. And there is actually, like, if you look super closely, I don't know if you're probably not even gonna be able to see it on the camera because it's so faint, but there is like a little bit of like a floral leafy pattern, but you have to look super closely. So I'm not even worried about people seeing the pattern because you can't see it unless you're like staring at it. So I got this thing for also like $3. So that's two of my colors knocked out for like $6. Oh, and what else I found at Goodwill that I was very excited about? I found a Gryffindor tie for like $2 and I was so excited. So then, to get the remaining pieces for our cosplays, we went to Hobby Lobby. And I couldn't really find a color that completely matched the last color I needed. So this is the closest thing I found. It's a little bit too orangey and like coppery but like it'll be fine. It's not a huge part of the costume and it's close enough. So I tried to look for patterns that I could use, but I just accepted defeat for her shirt because it's like a crop top. It comes to like here, but then it has like bell sleeves and a collar. And I was just like, okay, I'm either gonna have to wing it or buy like 3 different patterns and combine them. And I wasn't about to spend like $5 million on patterns, so I just decided to wing it. And also, we were running out of time and had to get back home, so Maggie and I would get picked up by their parents. Ha ha ha. But for the pants, I found, or actually Gracie found, so thanks for that. She found this pattern, as you can see the little orange pants there, that look kind of like how Tylee's are, except Tylee's are shorter. But, I mean, I've never used a pattern before in my life, but I'm assuming it won't be too hard to just shorten pants. I'm probably jinxing it, and it's going to be the worst thing I've ever done in my life. And then I just got 2 colors of pink thread to use for the sewing machine to make my costume. Yes. And then we already had like a million things of elastic, so I don't know how to put elastic in clothes, but we're gonna figure that out along with the rest of this stuff. Okay, so you're basically up to date now. I will let you know when I start working on, I'll probably work on the pants first because that will be less stressful because I have to completely wing the top and I don't know how to do that. I'll catch back up with you when I do that. Bye! I don't know what that was. Bye! Okay guys, so it's like a week later. I actually don't remember how much later it is since I filmed the last part. But I finished the pants now, so now I'm done with the pants and the shoes. And I wanted to show you what it looks like because I actually managed to make something that looks kind of good and I'm very proud of myself. So this is the pants right now. I know it's not perfect, but like, I only used a pattern for the basic pants part and then everything else I just had to like wing it, and it actually came out like really good and I'm super proud of myself. I didn't think I would actually be able to make clothing that looked right and fit me, so wow, go me. So sorry I didn't film a lot of the process of making the pants, but like, as I said, I didn't really have a pattern. I had to figure everything out as I went along, and it took so long, so there's really no way I could have filmed it and it have been informative because it would have just made everything stressful and difficult. This video is not really a tutorial, it's just taking you along as I attempt to make a cosplay and then showing you the end result. Yeah! So I'll keep you updated. Hopefully I will be able to make the shirt without causing catastrophes. And yeah! See you later. Okay, I am officially done with my cosplay. I will give you a better look at it tomorrow and go through each piece individually, but right now we are rapidly losing daylight. So the only thing that I'm not happy with is the collar, because I'll put a picture here, but her collar is like right up against her neck, but obviously I couldn't do that or else you would never be able to take it on and off, because in cartoons they don't account for head size, they just account for neck size. But other than that, I think it came out pretty good for someone who has literally never sewn any item of clothing before in her entire life. I'm gonna clean up the giant mess that I have left on my floor, and I will see you guys tomorrow when I can take some pictures and show you the costume and all the stuff. Yeah! Okay, so now it is the next day, and I'm going to show you the costume in a little more detail. So as you already know, here's the shoes. They were bright orange. I reupholstered them with the pillowcase, and this is what they look like now. Yeah, here's the pants. It's very difficult to fit them in the frame, sorry about that. So I used a pattern for this main pink part just to make like the general shape of pants because I've never sewed anything before, so I didn't want to mess it up. And then I just used elastic around the waist and around the knees to cinch it in like hers is. And then I just completely winged this part and it kind of worked. And here's the shirt. As I mentioned, the collar is a lot bigger than it appears on screen. I know I could have used like a zipper or something, but like, first of all, her costume in the cartoon doesn't have a zipper, and second of all, I don't want to buy a zipper and I don't know how to do that, so therefore I just did this. And then she has these little like armband bracelet wrist things. I don't really know what the purpose of them is. For those I just used a piece of fabric like this and then I put Velcro on it because I tried to do it with elastic, but it just like, it looked really chunky on my wrist. But this one looks a lot better. See? That's what that looks like. This one's really similar to the wrist pieces, but it is the piece that goes around her ponytail. So it's just basically the wrist pieces, but smaller. And then she has another piece like that that goes around the bottom of her ponytail. But like if I had it as one of these, then it seems like it would just fall off because this isn't elasticized at all. So it would just like, it could just come right off like that. So I had to make like this little scrunchy type thing. So yeah, that's my costume. Now I'm going to go outside and take some pictures and videos so you can get a good idea of how it looks like when it's all on, instead of just seeing it in my full-length mirror, because I'm sure that was not a very good visual representation. And I am the first person out of my group of friends to finish my cosplay because everyone else, like literally everyone else, is on vacation right now, so nobody else has started theirs. So once everyone has finished their cosplays, we will be going to some like pretty garden places and taking actual pictures, and I will make sure to vlog that and everything, so you can stay tuned for that one. But for now, I'm just gonna be going into my backyard and like, I don't know, dancing around, showing you the costume. See you there! It's very warm outside and there's a lot of people out here, so I think I should go inside. Bye.